Hello everybody and welcome back to Slay the Spire, where we are climbing Ascension on Flagbearer. Flagbearer is a modded character that I made. It is a stance dancing character akin to Watcher, and we are on Ascension 16. Shops are more costly. Oh no! Well, we can't just win the run by going into a shop with like 500 gold. I mean, like, you might still be able to, but not quite as strong. So let's get into it. Slowly making our way up the ascensions, and this is a starting deck. This is our stance switcher. You plant to enter the stance or recall to exit the stance. Entering the stance gives you 3 flexterity, and then it goes down from there, or 2. It starts with 2, and it goes down from there. Retrace allows you to pick up command again, and then enter or exit the stance, among other things. Just hologram in the base deck with no block. Okay, so let's get started, and we have Flaming Elite is in an awkward spot. Don't know how I feel about that. We could try, and then if it goes poorly from here, well, I mean, I guess we have another Elite, unfortunately, but at least from here we can, like, dip out. Maybe it's actually the same, because Flaming Elite, maybe not that much different from regular Elite, so let's go 3. One of these is probably going to be an encounter. This path looks interesting to me. Don't really want to take these, like, early shops. Like, Bonfire Elite shop is, like, I guess then it goes to Bonfire Elite again, so that would be, like, the safer path, I think. But I think I would like to get the Flaming Elite out of the way, as I normally like to do. So let's take Common Relic. Hopefully we get some big hitters here. Take 5. Do a couple more. Yeah, I originally started the series to talk about cards that I made, but we have basically exhausted all of them for the last number of Ascensions we've just been climbing. Kind of want to run the gauntlet, get up to Ascension 20 again eventually. Both Sidearm and Temporal Spike are decent strike pluses. Take the Sidearm. I don't know how I feel about Temporal Spike. I mean, it's a very generic strike plus. I always feel like drawing a card can be very powerful, so let's get rid of a defend. Oh my goodness. Like 3 removals. I guess a strike. Hopefully we get something good here. Like, we need a big attack to clear these elites. Sidearm, Aura Essence, Reflect. I mean, Aura Essence is kind of a signpost to do, like, a pulse-centric deck, which is the 3 AoE damage that is done at the start of the turn while you're planted, and Aura Essence makes a trigger at the end of your turn. So you can stack these up and then do a bunch of AoE damage. Let's try it. This deck is, like, a little suspicious for trying to actually beat an Elite. Definitely not. This is pretty bad. This is borderline we're cooked, so. But we do have a relatively strong turn, I suppose, because we can go Aura Essence, Strike, Draw. We can retrace to pick up command again, and then we'll wait until next turn to enter the stance. We missed 3 damage here, but get a little bit more damage on the follow-up. And there we go. Definitely on Ascension 20 that would have been a lot more suspicious, but we could take Echoing Pulse, or we could take Inspiration. I personally like Inspiration, but usually it's paired with, like, a pretty robust picking up the card again engine, because it upgrades to not having exhaust. So we could do that, or we could take Echoing Pulse. Like, it's possible that this Aura Essence just sits around and does like Mercury Hourglass for us every turn. Yeah, I think the thing is Aura Essence is also like upgrade debt because you want to upgrade it. More pulse procs is better. So in order to beat an elite, we're gonna have to rest. And then I think we're pretty well suited to fight pylons, and then I want to say Inspiration's probably better against Lagavulin, but let's take the Echoing Pulse and then hope it's pylons, and then we're gonna not fight the Flaming Elite because I'm not super confident, so... Okay, pylons is hopefully beatable for us. Because we're doing 3 AoE every turn. Echoing Pulse with the Retrace is pretty good, so... do this. Darn. Just have to send these blocks. The good thing is we're not dead yet. Until we draw a bunch of Daze and then we end up dying, but... I suppose what we want is a plant card. That's kind of what we're looking for. So another way for us to... Ooh, we don't actually want to start with any of these necessarily. We should have looked at the card first, because if it's like a Time Walk or something, that's pretty insane. The problem with Echoing Pulse is that we might not be planted on turn 0, so it's like kind of just drawing dead, but so is taking a Retrace, so... But I like upgraded Retrace, and it's a lot better when we have more energy, so I'll take that. Yeah, I don't think we would have wanted to start with either of, like, any of these anyway, so it doesn't matter. Taking a recall card here is probably not a good idea. Rip Time could be another buyback for Echoing Pulse, but I don't know how integral that is. I think we'll take it. Potion is free. Don't think we need Blue Candle. I think we're playing with fire if we fight another elite, but yeah, you know what? Why risk it, right? We can probably beat the Guardian with just like an upgraded Aura Essence if we're pretty healthy, so let's just do it. Momentum Swipe, Flag Quake. So we were looking for a plant. This is a Stance Enter card, so we'll do it. Take 11. It's rough. March is a nice card. I don't think we really like need it for this deck, so it's possible that we don't take it because it's like unnecessary. But oh, that feels so bad though. Like it's a power card, so like if we can get some really not power as in like a power, but it's like a powerful card. So if we take it and then we find a good reason to be using it, like we have several like high-costed cards that make it cost 0. It's like drawing 4 cards, and yeah. Well, we'll see. We could also just die this turn, so let's find out. Yep. Just send it. Send the March. We just gotta do it. So we'll plant. We'll do 10. We'll do 6. We'll do 3, and then... Okay, very good. See, that is why the card is good. However, if we pass the turn and then died, that would have been pretty bad. This is unfortunately an encounter. I didn't want this to be an encounter. Yeah, see, here's where marching is probably kind of risky, but we're just gonna do it. Yeah, then maybe next turn we can just play the Distilled Chaos, because I'm assuming might be taking some damage this turn. Yeah, 19 is not really where we want to be. Okay. Take 1. Man lets us exit the stance and re-enter. And we have Dimension Walker, Momentum Swipe, Consuming Light. So we don't have... Ooh. We have like 1 Suspend card. We could have 2. But I don't think that's what we're looking for. I don't think we need a Momentum Swipe either, or a Consuming Light. Yeah. I think we'll just pass on these. And I think healing just to make sure we're alive or surviving is good. We'll take this Inspiration Elixir. I think the plan was to upgrade the Aura Essence, but I was a little concerned that we were too low. Okay, we have a plant next turn, so we are going to use it. We're going to save this March. Oh, I thought I was recalling. I did not. If I played the command, we would have recalled and then not had to deal with the -1. So we go out of the stance. I think... Oh, sorry. I think we need to defend. Let's take 3. We take 8. Let's see what other potions we get. Bottled Aeons, which is Time Walk in a bottle. And Energy Potion. So, block this turn. I think actually finding a good time to play this March of Time is like an idea. It is a good idea to maybe do something about that. Because, yeah, when would we want to play it? Like now? Because next turn it's going to attack for 10 if we flip it over. So if we go like Time Fissure... I suppose the other thing is like... So Time Sickness 3 means we draw 3 cards less next turn. So we want a way to compensate for that. And I think if we go like this... And Time Fissure is suspend, gain an energy, draw a card, so we now draw... Oh, I misclicked, but I wanted to play the Time Fissure again. Then we actually would have fully compensated for the Time Sickness there, but still good enough. I think we'll avoid the 2 damage there. Echoing Pulse... Defend. Do another defend. See if is this gonna draw a defend? It draws a command. I think we're getting suspiciously low. And we're gonna auto recall next turn, and then we draw the command so we can replant again. Instead of taking 9 damage here and going to 1, which is kind of suspicious. Just throw some blocks at this. Play all our attacks. And then we should have this cleaned up, hopefully. There we go. Alrighty, so we probably don't need Blessing of the Forge, I think. So we'll keep the Energy Potion. We have Drain Time, Pillars of Light, Aegis Bash. So these are all damage cards. I guess Drain Time isn't a damage card. It is a sustain card that got nerfed into the ground. Pillars, Aegis, Bash, or Drain Time. I think Drain Time is probably the most ubiquitously good. We don't need the Vulnerable if we're doing most of our damage through Aura Essence, which, like, you know, our deck isn't really doing yet. But I'm hoping we will be doing. We don't have the card draw for Pillars to be good. And yeah, let's go Drain Time. Okay. Pandora's box isn't actually that good because we removed... I forgot we removed like 3 cards. We could go double removal, Black Star. It's actually like kind of bad. I was hoping maybe we'd get an energy relic just because it helps with setting up and making sure we have energy to play powers, but I think like double removal is also okay. But the thing is, if we transform 5 cards, it could be 5 removals, and then we could actually get like a Phalanx, which gives us a block on pulse. We could get there are other things. There are other pulse things. Mystical Banner, I suppose. Another Aura Essence would be great. So let's take Pandora's box here. We lost 3 defense and got Light Beam is pretty bad. Miracle Divination, I don't know. These aren't great. I mean, Undo is sort of nice. It's another card we want to upgrade, so the upgrade debt. I guess if we found a parallel universe, we could try doing that. Divination Miracle, Time Fissure, like that's possible. So suspend our effects that happen next turn, and we get a parallel universe. That's kind of cool. So I suppose we can go to a shop. Shops are more expensive. There's a late shop right before the boss. Our deck isn't like super strong right now, so I think I want to take these 3 encounters, see if we get anything. If we don't get anything, then I think we're just like avoiding Elites this act. Fortunately, we're trying to like piece together a few things right now, so find specific cards, which is part of the thing that like kind of bothers me about full stacks. Ooh, I played that in the wrong order. I wanted to play the Flagquake again. Oops. Now, part of the reason is that, like, I feel very priced into doing, or, like, trying to find particular cards, which is, like, not actually where you want to be at in Slay the Spire, in my understanding. Like, there's general buckets of cards that are good to have, so, like, if you have Meteor Strike, you want a way to put Meteor Strike into play. So you can look for energy, or I suppose hit it off of Mummified Hand, something like that. We did lose defense, so we should probably find some defense. These aren't defense, so I'm going to pass on the Seraphim Feathers, even though it's like good for dealing damage. I think it just like we want to remove Light Beam. I don't think we can afford to put this into our deck. That's the problem. Like we have no defense, so that's really bad. Okay, yeah, general buckets of cards, and if you want a way to put well, that was a wash. Put the Meteor Strike into play. Like, you know what types of cards you're looking for, but you don't need like a specific card. Pulse is very archetypal, so you are looking for like Shiv cards, for example. Like Accuracy is a Shiv card that improves Shivs, so yeah, we might just end up dying. I'm gonna use this because I don't want to end up dying. Alright, 21. I just need to defend right now, so Recall Protect is not ideal, but it was what was there. Okay, we get to play one of these. I think we bin these to play the Recall Protect so we can block. March is an idea here. Wait, what? Did I not play the... Did I play? Oh, I played Recall Protect. I was like, didn't I play this? I thought... I thought that was a weird bug. It was not. So I think I want to March. We'll send these. Play these. So now we have this. We have Flag Quake. We can make energy off of this, which lets us play Time Fissure. We can undo it. And we can make some more block. What a weird turn. Still draw 4 here. Oh goodness, we have nothing to play. Let's take 10. Yeah, this run is incredibly suspicious, is what I would say. Via Leyline, Airy, Temporal Spike, those aren't blocks. So we're basically passing. Why did it have to be another encounter, man? It did not need to be another encounter, my dude. We're taking 12, we have no blocks. So we Divination to try and draw a block. We didn't draw a block. An Energy Potion to play this again. This time we'll play 2 Divinations, because we do need to find a block. We still didn't find a block. And I think we're just dead. There was nothing we could do about that. We literally, I mean, like, all our blocks were taken away from us. Which, to be fair, like, we took Pandora's box, so it is what it is. That's a little unfortunate. Deck wasn't going, like, super great, but it was, I think, salvageable, and maybe if we had some good hits off of Pandora's box, we could have kept going there, but... Okay. Let's choose a rare card to take, because there's a lot of good rare cards. I like the prospect of taking Excalibur and then just, like, shredding through Act 1, so... I want to fight many, many, many elites. So let's just go... This path. This path. We are now on the path. This path has 4 elites if we take all of them. So I know that's very unlikely, but Excalibur does a lot of damage. So we can get it to work like that. Because it 5 times scales off of Oromite, Strength, Inspiration. Those are all just different ways to get strength effectively, so it can do quite a lot of damage. So you just get it to work, then we could do a lot of stuff. Sacred Ground is accuracy for pulses, which I don't really want to take right off the bat. I don't like taking Sacred Ground in a vacuum. You can. It does effectively double your Mercury Hourglass. Temporal Step is a great upfront block card. Like, we could just take the Sacred Ground. Excalibur doesn't, like, point us in any direction. And this as just, like, a way to answer some AoE fights in Act 2, or even Act 1. Sure, let's just take it. It also gives us, like, some scaling that does something. So... block 0. Flag Throw, Borrow Time, Light Beam. We could take Borrow Time to make Excalibur more reliable. Like, we have more energy in the deck to actually play all the stuff. We can even do, like, a Borrow Time, Retrace Excalibur, and that all works. But I think the main thing you're concerned about at the very start of playing this character is just finding, like, another plant. Having another Stand Center is, like, pretty important. So we have Undo. Undo is a way of playing Excalibur. So I think we can take that. We could also take, you know what? What I'm going to do, I'm going to discard this Dexterity Potion. And I'm going to take the Fairy in a Bottle. Because what I want to do is I want to fight, like, 4 elites. So I think just making sure we have a lot of HP to be able to fight them is a good idea. Sacred Ground helps us a lot in this fight, so thank goodness we took it. We're now doing 6 AoE to all of them, so 18 damage a turn is quite a lot. So let's... Oh, we can't double block, but we did take one of them out. I have no defense to speak of, so... just... get it as close as possible for both. Let's take 10. We'll Excalibur one, strike the other. Hopefully get some good cards off this. Echoing Pulse is, yeah, not really what we're looking for. We do have the Sacred Ground, though. So, take it. I think... It's like, what? It's going to do 12 damage off of the Sacred Ground. I don't think that's, like, good enough. Unless we're planning on going in on it, which, like, I'm not really planning on doing. At this point, I would take it later, but... I mean, I could see a world where it's, like, again, pretty good against the AoE fights in Act 2. I'm going to not take it, though, because it's a common. We'll probably see it later. I'm going to upgrade this Excalibur so that we can just, like, slam dunk on stuff. We still have our Fairy in a bottle. So if we need it, we have it. Unfortunately, this is the hand where it is not good. Because we don't have command and we're not planted yet. I suppose making sure we like have the command in hand, like, it's probably more important than just like getting more damage. So maybe what we wanted to do was upgrade command. I do want to upgrade command now. You basically always want to upgrade command. We fight 5 elites in Act 1. This Gouged and Trampled. I think fighting early Nob, like Nob has a faster pattern in this. I think I'm going to just leave because we plan on fighting 2 more elites, so I don't think it is important to force it right now. Once again, we have Excalibur in the starting hand. Let's just get rid of you. So retrace Excalibur. We aren't dead. We go to 22. One of you is gone. And then we just do this next turn. Nice. We just keep whacking them with our big sword. Cool. Okay. So, Parallel Universe, Reinforced Banner. Darn, shame we didn't take that Divination. Reinforced Banner is another plant. That I don't think we need. So, it is also Block Plus, I suppose. We could take it because it's Block Plus. But I think we're looking for something better than that. Let's delete that. Ooh, whoops. Oh, we had lethal. We were weakened. Aura Essence Sacred Ground. I mean, I guess we're just running it back. We're just running it back. This time we have accuracy, which is good. So we just go Command, Excalibur, and this thing should be dead. So, I mean, 4 elites, you know, not a bad Act 1. See if we can carry that momentum into Act 2. Preparation, Rewind, Light Beam. So Rewind is the uncommon card draw power on this character. Do we want card draw? Preparation. It's also a neat card, better for stance dancing. Don't think we care about these. I think we're just gonna go. We'd be looking for like a nice block card, but don't really have that here, so let's heal. And the reason we're healing here is so that I can upgrade Aura Essence. So now we do, like, per turn, we're gonna have 6 times 3, which is 18. Pretty good. I think maybe retracing the defend might have been a plan. Now we're just going to retrace this flag throw. Let's go Aura Essence, flag throw, strike, and then Aura Essence, we'll flip it over. So this should trigger its thing. Okay, it did. Because cards that say lose life don't trigger stuff in Act 3, like the spikers in Act 3. Which I find very funny. But I always want to like double check and be like, that is how this works, right? And it does still trigger this because it's whenever an attack is played, it doesn't have like the same programming or specification as the other one, which is very funny. So I think we can defend here. Take 3. Excalibur here for big damage. We're gonna replant so that we get the passive damage, and then I suppose we could have just picked up Excalibur and then killed it this turn, but it dies anyways. So alrighty, we're pulsing. We are pulsing again. So pulse decks do need like a little bit of additional support in order to get where they're going. I think March of Time with Excalibur costing 3, so then costing 0. Also as a way for us to like early draw our Aura Essence, make sure we get our scaling in. Also pairs well with Seraphim Form. I like March. March seems good. Blessing is also like good scaling, but I think we have good burst damage. And then our scaling is going to be just like figuring out our Aura Essence plan, assembling the pieces if we can find them. And we can't Runic Pyramid. Come on. I think it's Runic Pyramid. Yep. Yep. We could take Ethereal Banner, but the thing I don't like about it is that like what I would want to take it for this deck for is the extra energy. And the extra energy would be put into resolving powers, I suppose, or defending myself, but like it's not super reliable unless you're playing like a very stance heavy deck. So this is also supposed to be the upgraded boss relic, which I mention every time, but it is it does not. I'm gonna take the Runic Pyramid. I'm looking for energy now, for sure. Just to be able to play all the cards out from my hand. Depending on what we get, I think... No. Man, 2 elites either way. That's 2 elites either way. This is 1 elite. Yeah, actually 2 elites down all paths is pretty rough. I think Bonfire before this first elite is fine, and then we have a second elite. So... let's go to this shop, see if we can find a piece that we're looking for. A lot of damage for the top 3. Wow, we planted and then immediately recalled. Hilarious. March, find Excalibur, do this again. Sacred Ground number 2 is more scaling. I'm willing to take that. Aura Slow is a way for us to survive and get more time. I'd be interested in upgrading it. Seems pretty good. Getting another block would be nice, and then I think removing a card would be nice. Okay. We might be going for the Flaming Elite here. Ooh, Drain Time? We'll take a Drain Time. We can find that command... darn. Yeah, Borrow Time would have been nice. So now we're looking for... We found Excalibur off the top, that would have been sweet. We're just going to block here because I think we're... I think our win condition is just looking for Excalibur. Because it has a weird use case in this fight. I I did put on all the, like, lose life cards. Like, it was mostly supposed to be flavor, but it is funny how in some fights they're just, like, really, really good. Don't need any of those. Just a couple strike pluses on a rewind. We don't need rewind because we have card draw in Runic Pyramid. I think we command the plant again, and then I'm looking for this card. Just our big beat stick. Reinforce banner, recall protect, rewind plus. And we'll just pass. Yeah, I think we have the fairy in a bottle. I'm willing to risk it against this flaming elite. Because the other elites that are past this have bonfire after. And I think that's really useful, so... Or rather, bonfire before the next elite after this fight. That's what I meant to say. I was wondering if it was worth it to recall here and look for retrace. Okay. It's pretty rough. I mean, like, we're not dead, but... Now lethal. Okay, that's book out of the way is good. And now barrier. Another block would be nice, sure. We are looking for... I mean, any of the elites should be fine. More aura essences. Mystical Pennant. Mystical Pennant, for reference, gives double aura essence triggers or double pulse triggers whenever there's a pulse, so... Synchronize, prep, recall, protect. So we picked up a couple of blocks that I feel comfortable with. If we're basically like minus, what, 5 cards in this deck, we're at like a 15 card deck, we want to remove defends. Like I think, I guess 14 if we take drain time. So I think we're kind of okay on blocks right now. Sure. Tiny Chest Brock boot is not what we need, but means we'll have something better next time. I think I would like to force find an aura essence. Maybe slow keeps us alive for a few more turns, so yeah, we're gonna look for it next turn, hopefully. We can actually do a little bit of stance dancing here. If we go aura essence, and we go command and then plant again. Do some blocking. Now we get 27 damage every turn, which is quite a bit. These are actually just already dead. That barrier seems unnecessary. If we have upgraded Echoing Pulse, that's like 27 damage in one turn. Being able to hold onto it also helps mitigate the opportunity cost of it costing 0, so... Or of it like being a low impact card when we're not planted, so let's just take it. I like upgrade Echoing Pulse here. So that will be 27. So we get another pulse if we do it like this. We just play our scaling. We can replant here, so I think we just do it like this. We get energy back from the recall, and then we plant. Next step, we do 18, and then I would have wanted to drain time there, but we couldn't. Time walk is nice. It's always good to have a vault. Don't even have to upgrade it, I don't think, because we have Runic Pyramid. Wing Pulse costs 3, huh? Not very good. We want to be able to block, but we can't. So maybe we march. These cost 0. Yeah, we'll play all of these. And Excalibur for 38. Don't need any of these, so we'll pass. Just 2 recalls, and Divine Flash is a suspend. Suspend Cloak and Dagger. I kind of want to upgrade the Aura Slow just so it costs 1. I feel like I'm going to run into less problems if I do that, but... Also, getting it into play earlier is good because we... because it is Bronze Automaton, so, like... This reapplies the weak every single turn because that's like kind of how it worked out best to do it in code. But that also means it's good at shredding artifact. Only if we have it down though. So we could do that, or we could go like 10 damage a turn with upgraded Sacred Ground plus like 3 pulses a turn. That's like, I guess it's only really 3 additional damage from what we currently have. So let's upgrade Aura Slow, make it easier to play. We also could have upgraded March. Makes it easier to find it. But if we draw it, like we did here, just having it available is better. Just gonna block here. Let our AoE damage do the work. As long as they don't take my Aura Essence. We can replant here. We'll do. So now we have Time Walk. We can still just defend here. Time Walk. See if we have a better turn here. We're not planted, which is kind of the problem. See if we can find... Ooh, I guess like Flag Throw is like, you know... Kind of, it's kind of, I don't know. Give me Flag Throw. Barrier. That's like kind of the best we can do. Take 20. Do it again. And that is lethal. Grasp Fate, March of Time, Time Walk. So the thing is, we already have a lot of card draw. We already draw like 7 cards at the start. I'm wondering if something like Grasp Fate is good, or like, you know, Grasp Fate, so that we can just go to hand size immediately and then like not need to worry about any awkward initial draws. We could just take another March of Time because again we have Runic Pyramid, so just like not drawing cards is totally fine. we end up upgrading both March of Times, then we just kind of get there. Time Walk is a little more generically just powerful. The Time Sickness doesn't matter because we have Runic Pyramid. I have to say, we could chain 2 March of Times together and not draw any cards. That's, you know what, that sounds hilarious. Let's just do that. Let's do it. Ooh, Royal Tiara. I want to take the energy. We have 2 Sacred Grounds. This isn't necessary, but also I want to take it so bad. I just want to take it. It says pulses do more damage. That means it's good, right? If we make things go up to 12 damage, we're doing 36 damage a turn, as opposed to, yeah, because it's +9 as opposed to 27. I think just having the extra energy is better. It is sad because I think if I didn't have a Sacred Ground and I was trying to do this, early Royal Tiara is fine, but not not like this, not like this deck. So paths are a little weird. We have a late shop here if we want it, or we could not. Sorry, I'm yawning. Long day. I think we'll take this early shop so that we can remove cards, and then the late shop should also theoretically be good if we can remove some more cards. That'd be great. Time Walk. Got 1 card here. We'll march again. Pick up these cards. Ooh. I'm realizing here that we can't really attack them. I mean, we take a little bit of damage here, I guess. We just had lethal and didn't do it. Flagquake is another pulse. And it is a plant. It is a plant pulse. Yeah, I can be kind of on board with that. Let's do that. We're probably good on attacks. I am looking for defense now. So this Ori could be quite good if we find defense, because that's what we're looking for. Or another Aura Essence. Rewrite is good. Formless Rapier is kind of auto-picky, so we'll take it. Grimoire is interesting. It's a little hard to discard cards because we would need to play the Excalibur 1 time before Grimoiring it, and we can't really mill stuff, so everything's just going to go to our hand with Runic Pyramid. So maybe it's not super great here. 2 rewrites looks promising to me though. So I think we'll take rewrite. Oh, you know what? Maybe we don't want rewrite because we have Runic Pyramid. I suppose energy was another thing we were looking for and we didn't find that either. That's too bad. Grimoire is kind of energy. Yeah, maybe this is worse than I thought. We'll take the Formless Rapier because it's energy. And then these aren't super great, so we won't take them. Let's remove a card. We're going to remove a strike. And then proceed. So plant, triple tap. See what our next hand is. And energy. I suppose rewrite helps with the first shuffle. First turnover. Don't need to play any of those, so I won't. Double march here. I suppose our march is a little awkward. We're looking for stuff off the top. It says 5, 6, 7, so we can't buy back 4 actually. But we can get those at least. Those are pretty good. take a lot of damage, though, fortunately. Go ahead and replant here. And that should be enough. Another Aura Slow. Some attacking cards that I didn't need. Dark Shackles. It's kind of like a super block. Time to take a super block. Ditch a Strike. And we can upgrade March. So now we buy back 6 instead of 4. Which, I guess the problem with upgraded March is that, like, it'll be hard to play it unless we've, like, gotten rid of a lot of our hand. But, like, it works here. So we just send everything and then do it all. Maybe we don't have to play Excalibur. But we can pick up commands, so it's good. Drawing the card worse than energy. I suppose in this case it doesn't matter because we don't actually... I could have played like one of the depends. Doesn't super matter. Okay, looking pretty good. Bolstering Wave is a defend that pulses. I think Borrow Time, be able to play more cards out of our hand is good. Gonna upgrade it. Want more energy, be able to play more stuff. Courier. Courier. Or Recall. Anything big off the top? Don't really want the Excalibur. We'll take the command. We'll reset our Auramite and block. Take 5. Maybe play this Borrow Time again. Oh, I take damage still from this. From the Constriction. Take 1, I guess. We'll do a March. Send all of this. Pick up command. Do all this again. Suppose, funnily enough, I don't actually really want to play any of this. This will do it. 6 Time Sickness. I draw 0 this turn. Slightly dangerous. A little, little dangerous. A little sketchy. Luckily, the Aura Essence has us covered. I am interested in just taking, like, good blocks. Like, if we just sit there and do passive damage, we're good. Like, I ideally would want 1 more Aura Essence, and then I think we have enough, like, damage per turn to get there. I don't know if I want this Temporal Step. I think we want it. I think our deck just, like, needs more block. It's awkward. It's awkward that I need to do that. Send it all. Should be good to go. Oh, I guess 1 more Sacred Ground. That's what we're looking for. There it is. Draw one more card. Okay, that's pretty good. Better than blocking. Okay. Phalanx. Oh, thank God. We do need to upgrade that, though. Holy Essence is interesting. Membership card, buy a bunch of stuff. Ooh, Lantern. Lantern or removal? No! Lantern is just, like, so nice, though. Holy Essence also kind of nice. Who are we fighting? Time Eater? I think we have to remove a defend. Power Potion probably better than Blessing of the Forge. Okay, Giant Head, except he's tiny. Nice. What you like to see. Get some of these cards out of my hand. Just want to clear space so that I can play these marches. If I could. Play them if I could. Okay, so if we have 5... Want to buy back... I think 4 is better. Do these. $71. Do it again. $91. Nice. Double Excalibur. Frozen Hourglass. So late. Completely unusable at this point. I mean, we could upgrade Retrace and then that is one Suspend. This is a Suspend Relic. Really good Suspend Relic if you can get it, but I think none of our runs have actually used it, which is really funny. It is a rare relic, which is unfortunate because it's really fun to play with if you get it, but it is not necessary at all for what we're currently doing. I think Dexterity over Strength. And then here we have Upgrade something. Phalanx, right. Upgrade to Phalanx should be really good for us. Unfortunately, we don't have, like, 2 Aura Essences. We literally just have, like, a few Sacred Grounds. And we're hoping that's good. Go Borrow Time, and we can churn a little bit more. We want all of these cards. Pick up... You know what? Let's just pick up this Time Curse. Exhaust it. Oh. That should have been exhausted. Oh, but I think it has, like, when you retain something, it just, like, sticks around regardless. Pretty good powers in here. Or Drain is kind of nice. Blessing also kind of nice, but since Time Eater gains strength, you want these multi-hit turns to not be as bad. Or a slow. Don't need to play any of those, so like we could just wait until we get like Command and Excalibur at the same time, and then we can play it a few times, probably do a big chunk of damage. Let's do some blocking. I guess we could do something like borrow time, time walk, and eat their time walk thing. Okay, so next turn they're going to be healing. I'm wondering if we can assemble, like... Excalibur is kind of in a weird spot. I'm wondering if we can assemble, like, Excalibur 3 times over the course of, like, 2 turns, and then that's kind of enough to kill it. Do something like... Excalibur here... We'll... Plant... borrow time, march... Send nothing. Then we'll go Excalibur. Now we can go Quake. Energy, pick up Excalibur. Do this again. So less damage than I thought it was going to be. So maybe that was a mistake. Probably, almost certainly was. But, I mean, we still very likely have it, but... I was hoping that was going to be enough damage, but it wasn't really close. Sure, we'll get some time sickness. I don't know, I was expecting to draw. Do an Echoing Pulse. $42. That is quite a bit. Quite a bit of damage you're doing there. Just do some blocking. Sweet. So yeah, deck isn't particularly fast. I don't like our chances against the heart. We are moving on to Ascension 17 after this, because we have finished we beat the Act 3 boss, but let's see if we can... Do we need upgraded Sacred Ground, honestly? Like maybe? Yeah, I mean, just like a teensy bit more damage. Maybe it does it. Another Sacred Ground. 4 Sacred Grounds. I mean, it's what we have, so... We wanted Aura Essence so that we could get more procs on Phalanx, but... this is what we have, so... See if we don't die to sentries. Do some blocking. Not particularly compelling blocking, but we're gonna do some blocking. Still take like 30 damage here. Brutal. Bank and Excalibur here is good. Plus time walk. March, so we can pick up Excalibur again. Play all the same hits. Darn, I wanted to play the Excalibur just for fun, but it was not. It was not it. It was not the turn. Grasp is fine for again, the reason we said before, just like being able to get full hand faster just in case we needed it here, but don't really know what our plan is for this fight. It seems kind of rough. None of these really help with that, so I think we're gonna do like scaling, and time walk. We're basically just hoping to like be able to block here, which is not the most robust plan, but we just try. We just try. Give it our best shot. We've successfully generated like 2 block. Very good. Nice void. Love to see it. So we could pass here. We go to 18. That's 18. So 49 plus 8 is 57. We'd be alive. The only thing we'd really be looking for here is if we could get phalanx. That's not even... doesn't even really seem like it. I think we want to card out of our hand, so we'll take an extra one. We're at 6. Phalanx here. Echoing Pulse. This might be cooked. We're looking at... yeah, unfortunately our hand is very full, and this march doesn't quite do it. I don't think there's a way for us to survive here. So if this is 3, 9, 18, 18 plus 8 is 26 plus 5. 26 plus 5 is 31. We would actually be alive if we played everything, so... oh, but minus 3 because we... yeah, so actually this is 28. What if we drew another block card and it costed 0? Let's go... command. So now we're at 32. This is 27 plus 5. Yeah, 32. Oh, 32 minus the burn. Ooh, but we could drain time. Holding on for dear life. I mean, it looks pretty bad. Like, this isn't... it's not like our situation changed to good in the last few turns. It's just we're not dead. Okay, let's send all of this. I know there's supposed to be like a trick with Dark Shackles and when the heart gets sort of strength down or something like that, but I could be misremembering. Let me know if you know the thing that I'm talking about. I think it's either like really, really good or it's like super duper extra bad. Okay, I think we're looking at Borrow Time, then Grasp. Here's our Suite of Defense. I think we'll replant first. Do some blocking. We have the next bullet's turn covered with his Dark Shackles. Play the Slimed. Get it out of our hand. We can finally play an Excalibur. we can play one of them. Surprisingly, the heart is not killing us yet, which is very strange to me. Because I think we're supposed to be dead at this point. I think the multi-hit turn is going to do a lot. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, so there's 60. We'll go energy, recall. I think what we can do is we can borrow time, march. I guess that actually didn't really do a whole lot. Let's go retrace. I'm looking at like barrier plus flagquake. Barrier, like it's just not. It was a little too slow, not enough inevitability. So what happens? What happens with you only have one Aura Essence, but it was good enough to be A16, so I will now die. Not the rain of bullets. Okay, so hey, if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support as always. And if you like the Spire stuff, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to see more Spire stuff, more this mod. And yeah, that's about it. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. On to Ascension 17. Bye.